Sport climbing is back at the Olympic Games, and here is a pro guide on how it works. I'm Shauna Coxsey, and I was privileged enough to be part of Team GB at the Tokyo Olympic Games, where climbing made its debut. I am so excited for climbing to return to the biggest sporting stage in the world. Sport climbing now has medals up for grabs in two separate events, the Boulder and lead event as a combined, and speed climbing. These events will take place from the 5th to the 10th of August. The Boulder and lead event as a combined event is a showcase of strength, tenacity and ingenuity as the climbers aim to get the most points across the two disciplines. First up, the climbers will compete in bouldering, where there are 100 points up for grabs. That's 25 points per boulder, but climbers lose points for every attempt that they take. If they do not make it to the top, there are two zones along the way on each climb. The first is worth 5 points and the next is worth 10. So it's 5, 10 and 25 for a top. The perfect score would be 100 points. Will we see that? Who knows? It's important to remember that these athletes have never tried these climbs before. Climbing is such a unique event, unlike any other in the Olympic Games, where the athletes perform on something they do not get to practice. So they walk out from isolation, see these climbs for the very first time, and have just 5 minutes in the qualification round to figure it out, make their attempts, and then that boulder is gone forever. In the finals, they don't get to practice still, but they do get a short observation period of 2 minutes per boulder and then just 4 minutes to make their attempts. Lead climbing is a test of determination, resilience, and management of that pump that is going on for the climbers in their forearms. They are getting more and more fatigued as they climb up, but as they climb higher and higher on the 15-meter wall, the more points that they gain. Such important points for that overall score. The dream is to get that 100. To get 100 points, you have to climb all the way to the top and clip the protection point. If you don't do that, you'll get less and less points the lower down you fall. So you want to get as high as possible, and it is a true spectacle to watch. Speed climbing is wild. It is something you do not want to miss. The climbers race up the wall against the clock in the qualifying round. This climb never changes. They train on this climb. It is different to the other disciplines because it's well rehearsed and it is crazy, crazy fast. So in the qualifying round, they go against the clock, and then the top 8 climbers move through to the finals. At that point, it is a race. It's head to head. It's who hits that buzzer first. Whose light turns green and whose is red determines who progresses to the next round. The medals are decided in the grand final and the small final, and you really don't want to miss that. It is such a good show. I am going to be out in Paris at the Olympic Games as part of the commentary team, and you can head down to your local climbing hangar and watch all of the action at their watch parties, meet up with your mates and have a climb yourself. For anyone inspired by the Games and wanting to give climbing a try for the first time, head over to the Climbing Hangar website and book your first visit with 50% off using the code PARIS50.